If this is what cowboys listen to, no wonder they invented the electric guitar. K-Rose!
Good morning. I've been up since 4 a.m. killing calves. Just because I can. It's relaxing. My daddy sang this next song to me when we rode here to San Andreas in a wagon train. I had a troubled childhood.
Held me up, held me down, made me crazy, then you brought me around. Were my darkness and my light, you were my blindness and my sight, were my shelter and my storm, made me cold and you made me warm. You were my fever and my cure, made me doubt and you made me sure. One step forward and 2 steps back. Nobody gets too far like that. One step forward and 2 steps back. This kind of dance can never last. You were my hope and my fear. You were my laughter and my tears. Were my destiny and my fate. You kept me moving, you made me wait. Were my weakness and my power. You were the thorn and the flower. You were my sunshine in the rain. Made me feel so good, brought so much pain. Now 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Nobody gets too far like that. 1 step forward and 2 steps back. This kind of dance can never last. And we were never really meant for each other. We were never really meant to last. In the years that we danced together, each step forward we took 2 steps back. Each step forward we took 2 steps back. Now 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Nobody gets too far like that. 1 step forward and 2 steps
Nobody gets too far like that.
This kind of
Unless you're walking backwards, in which case you travel at half speed.
forward and 2 steps.
Relativity, you know?
Nobody gets too far like that. 1 step forward and 2.
Sexual realignment used to require expensive surgery, months of hormone treatments, years of therapy, and you still ended up looking like a drag queen. Now you can let the woman inside come out in the privacy and comfort of your own home, and it's as fast as this. Slice.
See? Now I'm a woman, thanks to Rapidite. This do-it-yourself sexual realignment kit includes everything you need to go from Brad to Brenda in a jiff. It's just snip, chop, stuff, and swallow, and away you go. Do it in the bathroom and surprise your family with the new you. Comes with an instructional video, rusty knife and tourniquet, 2 aspirins, and 47 pounds of estrogen. It's all you need. When it's time for a change, you want it fast. Rapidite, the do-it-yourself sexual realignment kit. Be exactly who you want to be.
What the hell do you think we're here for? You're listening to K-Rose. Don't go away. I might start to cry. Let's have another record so I can get on with birthing this heifer. You ever stick your entire arm up a cow? Come on, girl, push!
All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I'd dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Rosanna's down in Texarkana wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's over in Abilene. She forgot I hung the moon. And Allison in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. Dimples, who now lives in Temple's got the law looking for me. All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I'd dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Well, I remember that old Brazos River where I learned to swim. But it brings to mind another time where I wore my welcome thin. By transcendental meditation, I go there each night. But I always come back to myself long before daylight. 'Cause all my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Some folks think I've been hiding.
Oh, you nitwits, half-wits, and dim-wits. That was some real country music. Too much flash coming out of Nashville these days.
Hi, what are you afraid of? Heights? Flying? Polio? Whatever your fear, it's time to face it. Hi, I'm Darius Fontaine, the creator of inversion therapy. For years, we've helped patients get past their deepest and darkest fears and get on with their lives. Just listen to this.
I was having really dark thoughts. I wanted to sleep with my mother. Now that I've done it, I don't want to anymore.
Incredible! But, you know, it works. That's inversion therapy. Fear it, face it, do it, conquer it. Got it? Just listen again.
Yeah, okay. I was terrified of my children being harmed, so I stabbed them. Didn't hurt me that much. Yeah, now I'm not afraid of anything.
That's another life saved! Woo! Inversion therapy works! I know. When you take your fear head on, then it's time to move on. I'm Darius Fontaine. Call me today. I'll change your life. Promise. Call 1-866-FACE-FEAR.
There's one thing I believe in my marriages, it's Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. So far, I've buried 9 of the bastards. Statler Brothers time again. Mama sang bass. These guys are singing about New York City.
She came to me shortly after Christmas. Said she hated spoiling New Year's Eve. But the truth doesn't wait to come in season, and what we had feared was now believed. She said she'd leave come Monday morning, catch a plane if I'd split the fare. She had friends who lived in New York City. She'd look 'em up and have the baby there. And now she's alone in New York City, living like, Lord, I wonder how. An angel in hell in New York City. But I can't think about that now. Honey, will you tell him Bible stories tell him too much about his daddy, 'cause there's not too much to say that's good. He'll have to learn it all from his mother, how to count and say his ABC. But when you teach him prayers to say at bedtime, leave off God bless Daddy, won't you please? And now they're alone in New York City, living like, Lord, I wonder how. Two angels in hell in New York.
I was getting all dewy listening to that record. Reminds me of my late husband, Billy Ray. Poor man. He knew I didn't know how to drive a combine.
I can't think about that now.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for chicken.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for a feast. Eat a 90-piece bucket, you can tell.
He's been to Clucking Bell. The chicken is a bird with a tiny brain.
So we assume he doesn't feel any pain. We shrink their heads and we breed them fast. 6 wings, 40 breasts, and then they're gassed.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, we're psychotic crazies.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, factory farming's insane.
We denied it all before a stock price fell. Come down to Clucking Bell.
Clucking Bell! If you enjoy it, the chicken didn't die in vain.
Small in the saddle? Here's some tunes to whistle on a lonely night. K-Rose.
K-Rose, how come there are no stores in San Andreas that sell belt buckles? I need one the size of a hubcap. I bought a huge one in Florida that was a memorial to diaper fetishism. Great for moms. Here comes Amos.
Yeah! Here comes Amos!
Yee-haw!
Now Amos Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligator for a living. He just knock him in the head with a stump. The Louisiana law gon' get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Now everybody blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him for alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. Alligator bait in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Tippecanoe, Louisiana, lived a man called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. Yeah. Now all the folks around South Louisiana said Amos was a hell of a man. He could trap the biggest, the meanest alligator and just use one hand. That's all he got left, called alligator bit it. Left arm gone clean up to the elbow. Well, the sheriff got wind that Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he snuck in the swamp, gonna get the boy, but he never come out again. Well, I wonder where the Louisiana sheriff went to. Well, you can so get lost in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Tippecanoe, Louisiana, lived a cat called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries.
I knew a Cajun once. In fact, I knew 13 of them, but only 4 simultaneously. Bayou does crazy things to a lady.
Make it count, son.
Amos, I'm here for you, honey. And this time, you won't have to pay.
Mom! Josh just broke the vodka bottle on your nightstand. Chris did it! You little shits, I'll kill you!
Raising a family in the suburbs is tough, especially when you used to be a hip single woman on her own in a cool enclave of town. With today's stresses, it's difficult to maintain a loving, exploratory sex relationship with your husband and counter the temptations to kill your own children.
I love my family. What can I do?
Sometimes you need a helping hand. Send the right message about values and character. With Grin, Grin readjusts your brain chemistry in a completely safe way.
I hated my life. Now I love my minivan. Instead of spending time with friends, I work on the house. The Earth is bipolar. I am too. Grin keeps me at the equator. Primitive, sunny, and always feeling hot.
Grin is scientifically formulated by science to help cure the anxiety, depression, and lack of self-confidence that comes with living a new life in the suburbs. It's safe and non-addictive. After all, what could be habit-forming about a pill that makes you feel better all of the time? If you're feeling like nothing matters, unemotional, and gaining weight, why not regain your confidence with Grin?
Things would have been a whole lot different if we had won the war. You know what war I'm talking about. It's the war the South fights every day. The war on drugs. Y'all stay off my land.
She was called a scarlet woman by the people who would go to church.
I bet the lot of you couldn't cook a pot of beans on an open campfire. When the cities go up in flames and we're back to our senses, you'll need skills like shucking corn and killing small animals with your bare hands.
She found me outside one Sunday morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. She took me in and wiped away my childhood. A woman of the streets, this lady Rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. She was a handsome woman, just 35, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed the late evening business like most of the town wished they could do. And I learned all the things that a man should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. But she died knowing that I really loved her. Off life's bramble bush I picked a rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on.
I ain't no scarlet woman, and I bitterly resent the accusations. I don't go near young boys. Old men with weak hearts and a lot of life insurance. That's much more my style. I'm a gentlewoman.
In the game of checkers in life, sometimes you make the wrong move and get jumped. If you made the wrong move and need money fast, we're here to capitalize on that. Some people are destined to make the wrong move over and over again. It's okay. It's all right. What are possessions and life's treasures if you can't cash them in during a self-imposed crisis? At Abigo Brokerage and Pawn, we'll secure the funds you need for any collateral items you can get your hands on. Just bring in your stock, jewelry, electronics, munitions, dust, automobiles, power tools, home, movies, children, exercise equipment, pets, coin collection, or your spleen, liver, or kidney, and we'll give you cash on the spot. After all, some habits are expensive. We don't need proof of ownership. We're about the most basic exchange. Goods for money. We'll buy anything, including your dignity. Abigo Brokerage and Pawn.
It ain't easy raising 9 kids, especially with all the hours I work. Kids, if you're listening, Larry Joe, you leave your sister Ellie alone. She's going through a natural transition into womanhood.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
You know, raising kids is tough, but I just can't stop having them. Because with each one, the eagle shits more money each month.
Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they'll never stay home and they're always alone. even with someone they love. A cowboy ain't easy to love, and he's harder to hold. He'd rather give you a song than silver or gold. Budweiser buckles and soft faded Wranglers, and each night begins a new day. If you can't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. A cowboy loves smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Little warm puppies and children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him won't like him, and them that do sometime won't know how to take him. He ain't wrong, he's just different, and his pride won't let him do things to make you think he's right. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
You know how to keep your babies from growing up to be cowboys? Make them a castrato. My boys sing real good.
Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up.
Your home is your castle, and like most castles, there's always the worrisome, less fortunate trying to storm the gates. No longer. At Executive Intruder Extermination Service, we'll ensure that you'll live in a fortress and live your life worry-free.
With my vindictive and backstabbing personality, I always knew I'd be successful, but there's a price to pay. Money gives me freedom. Freedom to be scared of things that normal people don't have to worry about. When it comes to people trying to get a buck off me or come knocking, I turn to outside help.
Your home will be surrounded by only the best security equipment. Razor wire, Dobermans, landmines, night vision, and motion sensors. And if a stranger or unwanted relative should make it inside, all of your doors will be wired with bombs.
But what about when my children need to go to school?
Your children will be equipped with bulletproof vests, and depending on if they attend public school, stun guns and mace. When you're successful, nobody wants to be bothering.
I'll slaughter anyone who even thinks of harming my family with Executive Intruder Extermination Service. They do it for me.
Call today for your free home demonstration. The world is a dangerous place. For you, it doesn't have to be.
From cow poking to cow tipping and all the fun in between. K-Rose.
Having a harmonica in your pants is great at a campfire or just when you're lonely. It's like The Plug, but a musical version. Woo! Sorry, I had beans last night. Juice wrote this track about me, Queen of Hearts. I've had my heart broken. I've been played with.
Midnight, and I'm waiting on the 12:05, hoping it'll take me just a little farther down the line. The moonlight, you're just a heartache in disguise. Won't you keep my heart from breaking if it's only for a very short time? Playing with the Queen of Hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. The Joker ain't the only fool. sad. But when they're handing out the heartaches, you know you got to have your some. Playing with the queen of hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. Joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. Laying out another lifeline, thinking about a life of crime. 'Cause that's what I'll have to do to keep me away from you. Lover, I know you've had a few, but hide your heart beneath the covers and tell them that's the only one. And others, they know just what I'm going through, and it's so hard to be a lover when you say you're only in it for fun. Playing with the queen of hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. The Joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. Playing with the queen of hearts, and knowing it ain't really smart. The Joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. And laying out another lifetime, thinking about a life of crime. 'Cause that's what I'll have to do to keep me away from you. Playing with the queen of hearts, playing with the queen of hearts.
Hello?
Lisa?
Yeah?
How you doing, bitch? How do you like living in that house we built together, huh? Do our kids like watching that bald bastard of a new husband kiss you in the morning? They want their real father, Lisa.
When you just can't be there in person. San Andreas Telephone for those difficult conversations.
What's all this bullshit about people seeing lights and things in the desert sky? I mean, the other night, I made wild, passionate love to a little green man who spoke in thought language, but he was just from the East Coast.